You know that old song, Magic Bus? Well, in Illinois, the bus isn't magic. It's taxpayer funded. They call it transit funding reform. I call it a bailout for bad management. So let's take a quick ride through what really happened, how we got here, what passed, and who's left footing the bill. You know, sometimes people act shocked when they end up broke. But in Chicago's case, this wasn't a surprise. It was an appointment. Since 2019, CTA overtime costs shot up 40% from $86 million to $120 million. Salaries doubled for 100 employees, so now after years of mismanagement, the bill is due and Springfield is expected to pick up the tab. When the money ran out, lawmakers didn't ask, how do we fix the system? They asked, whose pocket can we pick? First came $1.50 delivery tax on every package dropped at your door, a Netflix tax, a billionaire's tax, a large event tax, and even a red light camera tax. It was like watching someone throw spaghetti at a wall, only the spaghetti cost billions. What finally passed? A $2.5 billion plan that robs and sweeps money from everyone else. No reform, no accountability, just a bigger mop to clean up their own mess. So when you add it all up, here's the final scorecard. $1 billion in new tolls, $480 million in the new RTA sales tax, $1 billion swept from the road fund. That's the $2.5 billion transit funding reform plan. But let's call it for what it is, a bailout for mismanagement, paid for by drivers, taxpayers, and the very people who keep this state moving. So the next time you hit a pothole downstate, just remember, that's not neglect. That's transit funding reform. If Illinois wants real reform, it starts with living within our means, not raiding everyone else's. Until then, transit funding reform will keep rolling along like an empty train car, loud, expensive, and going nowhere.